Have you ever noticed how you work harder and harder, but by the end of the month there's nothing left? It feels like money comes into your account and vanishes like magic, and then that frustrating question hits you. Am I never going to get truly wealthy? The truth is harsh, but also liberating. It's not how much you earn that makes you rich. It's how you use what comes in. Millions of people stay trapped in a cycle of debt, consumption, and frustration, while a small minority manages to build real wealth and achieve freedom. But here's the thing, that doesn't happen by luck. It happens by applying simple rules that anyone can follow. Today I'm going to break down those rules for you one by one in a clear and direct way, so you can finally stop running in circles and start building true financial independence. A lot of people think the key to getting rich is making more money, but the truth is, it's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. If you're making $20,000 and spending $20,000, you're not getting rich. You're just acting as a middleman for money. It passes through your account only to pay rent, the car, credit cards, and even the interest that keeps you trapped. It's like being a waiter who serves everyone else at the table, but never keeps anything for yourself. By the end of the month, you're back at zero. The real difference begins when you create a margin, when part of the money stays with you in the form of assets like investments or businesses. That's what builds true financial freedom. And don't think this rule is simple just because it sounds obvious. How many people do you know who understand this but still spend every single penny? Maybe even you are stuck in that cycle without realizing it. The secret is turning this rule into a real habit. If today you spend exactly what you make, you'll never find peace or growth. But if you start living below your means, creating financial breathing room, you'll already be ahead of most people. Here's a challenge for you. Try living on 80% of what you earn for 3 months. Sounds easy, but it's not. Do you think you could pull it off? Drop a comment below if you'd take on this challenge, or if you think it's impossible. This might be the turning point you've been waiting for to finally build your independence. When we talk about paying yourself first, most people immediately think about setting aside 10% of their paycheck to invest in stocks, government bonds, or maybe building an emergency fund. But this rule goes beyond that. It's directly connected to your greatest asset, yourself. Picture someone who saves 10% of their income every month, but never grows in their career. 5 years go by, and they're still earning the same salary, while the cost of living keeps rising. That's what happens with millions of people. They save a little, but they don't grow as professionals. The truth is, without continuous growth, time turns into your enemy. The money that once seemed enough starts to fall short, and stagnation takes over. The real cycle of wealth is simple. Invest your time in learning new skills, use those skills to make more money, and then use that money to buy more time and reinvest in yourself. That's how you become more and more valuable in the market. Remember, financial assets matter, but your most important asset is your mind. If you don't evolve, everything else loses its power. And now I want to ask you, have you been paying yourself first, or do you still treat your growth as the last priority? If this video is making sense to you, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming rules that can transform your financial life. You can have anything, but you can't have everything. That's the foundation of the third rule. Every financial choice comes with a trade-off, and the more aware you are of this, the better your results will be. Money isn't infinite, and neither are your time, energy, or focus. That's why it's essential to define what truly matters to you and give it your full attention. Many people get lost trying to chase everything at once. Trips, a new car, the latest phone, constant nights out, and at the same time, they want to invest. The result? Nothing holds up. Have you ever stopped to think if your current choices reflect your true priorities or just the impulse of the moment? The truth is, focus on one specific thing creates extraordinary results, while spreading yourself too thin only creates frustration. This is where the concept of different levels of luck comes in. First, there's dumb luck, simply being in the right place at the right time. Then comes luck through effort. The harder you work, the more opportunities appear. Next, there's luck through skill, when you become so good at something that chances naturally find you. And finally, luck through others, when influential people choose you for important projects because they see real value in you. The more dedication, consistency, and quality you put into what you do, the luckier you seem to get. So here's what I want you to do. Drop the word focus in the comments if you truly understand that priorities are what separate ordinary results from extraordinary achievements. Planning for the best is great, but preparing for the worst is essential. That's where the fourth rule comes in, having an emergency fund. When you set money aside for unexpected events, you're not aiming for profit, you're buying time and peace of mind. Think about it. A car breaks down, an illness shows up, a job can be lost. The person with savings takes a deep breath, analyzes calmly, and finds a solution. The The one without savings falls into despair, racks up bad debt, and drowns in interest. The recommendation is to have at least 6 months of living expenses saved, covering rent, bills, food, and transportation. For entrepreneurs, the logic is similar, but the focus is on operational costs. This is the breathing room that keeps businesses alive even during a crisis. Unfortunately, many families and companies don't collapse because of a lack of profit. They collapse because they weren't prepared for storms. The money you save shouldn't be used for trips or discounts, but for real emergencies. This provides emotional stability and protects your freedom. After all, crises will always happen. High inflation, tax hikes, health problems, or unexpected expenses. The question is, will you be ready? If you haven't started yet, the best moment to build your emergency fund is today, even if it's with a small amount, because the security it brings is priceless. And if this advice made sense to you, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos. Money wasn't made to sit still. It needs to move. Saving out of fear is one of the worst mistakes anyone can make, because inflation eats away at its value, and in an emergency, it's going to leave your pocket anyway. The rule here is simple. Use money wisely by investing in assets, experiences that generate returns, or even businesses that can multiply it. There's a big difference between saving and investing. Saving without purpose is like storing up energy and never using it, while investing is putting that energy to work for you. The secret isn't to hold on to as much as possible, but to direct your resources strategically. That's how you turn every dollar into a seed capable of creating new opportunities. Another crucial point is learning to distinguish between good debt and bad debt. Bad debt is taken on for consumption, like financing a new phone, clothes, or parties. It only takes away your freedom and drains your future income. Good debt, on the other hand, can be used to invest in education, a business, or even an opportunity that brings returns greater than the cost. That's the difference that separates the wealthy from the indebted. So use money as your ally, not your enemy. Make it work for you, whether through investing, creating value, or leveraging it consciously. And now I want to see who really got this rule. Drop the word invest in the comments to show that you're committed to using money the right way.